guys, I'm Ayesha Sehra and welcome back to another video. In today's video, you are going to learn how to partner with brands, how to land these big partnerships with brands so you can start to monetize your personal brand and also land big modeling opportunities for brands that you know, love, and trust, and almost act as your own agent for your personal brand and getting yourself your own PR and media deals that literally make having a brand on social the most fulfilling thing when you're getting paid for literally promoting and being an advocate and a brand model and rep for what you love. So all of that in today's video. I'm going to break down the 3 parts of how I go about being my own PR agent. I have a PR agency here in Los Angeles, but I want to give you guys all the tips and strategies to kind of go about really fostering and doing these things for yourself, because I totally get that not everyone can have a PR manager or agent depending on the level they're at for their brand. So I'm going to give you guys all the tips and strategies so you guys, no matter what level of influence you are at, you can rep yourself and land amazing opportunities and start monetizing your brand. So I'm here for your success. If you guys are liking this content, please consider subscribing, commenting below. Let me know what you want to hear more of and future videos you would like me to make, because I'm all about serving and just providing value, and I would really sincerely appreciate it if you subscribe and connect with me on the gram, because so much value gets posted on there as well, and I'm sending you guys so much love. Let's dive into the video. So actually, fun story, but today's video I'm actually heading out to Malibu for a shoot with a brand that reached out to me for a modeling opportunity. They recruited me as a model and a brand rep for their brand, so not only do I get to get paid for making blog content and posting content that is already so aligned to my brand and what I post about, but I'm also hired on as a model, so I get to go do professional shoots with their brand in-house and shoot different fitness content and just literally do something that I'm so passionate about. Just wanted to showcase that, because using this strategy and strategies like this is how I landed this opportunity, and it's a question I get all the time. So okay, so part 1, first part of any kind of brand you want to reach out to, depending on your level of influence, you really want to start to set that tone for that relationship from the get. Like literally, if you truly love a brand, like let's take Tarte Cosmetics, because we all love Whitney Simmons. She did a lot of things with them. She leads events for Tarte Cosmetics, or she had a line come out with them, and you know that that girl was a loyal Tarte Cosmetics fan, that she was probably already buying their products, and the fact that she has such a large audience that is really trusting her with like what she uses as a product, they already are like, damn, this girl is a true fan. She's been using us before we even did. Regardless if she had a line with them or she didn't, she would still buy their products. So with this, what I want you guys to do is kind of take a deep dive of your dream collabs. I love doing this, and I tell all my clients, like, make your dream wish list of brands that you would love to have partnerships with, whether that be because you love their clothing, but like making sure it's the brands that you not only love the product, but you like their mission behind it and like their consumer culture. I think it's so important that if you have influence in the space, which everyone watching this does, you choose to partner with brands who are actually making a difference and having a deeper why that is far beyond just like putting out the product. I think it's so important that we, as consumers, we choose to invest in products that are brands that have good community culture. They don't promote any things that aren't good for society. So with this list, I think it is so important that you only put the brands that you know, love, and trust, the brands that you truly would want to stand behind, because if you're watching this, you have influence, big or small, and if you're watching this channel, your influence is definitely going to grow in a strategic manner and scale, so you only want to stand behind the brands that are the GOATs, you know, the go-tos. So I recommend you guys making a list of brands that are in your niche, because we all know the riches are in the niches, and with growing a brand right now on social, it is so important that in your marketing strategy, you are narrow and specific in your messaging, who you're speaking to, how that content is really attracting that specific demographic. So then if you can really serve one audience and be so clear on who you're here to serve, what you stand for, what you have to offer them, that's when you can really gain that engaged following, that true influence that not only you want as someone who is a content creator, but brands want. So once you can really niche down and be specific with who you're speaking to, then you can get into the more broader scope of your marketing strategy, which we can get into in other videos. But specifically with the brands that you reach out to, you want to make sure that they're aligned. Maybe you can see if you're in the fitness niche and people are always asking you like what workout clothing you're using, or what kind of bands you work out with, or what supplements you're having to supplement your fitness routine. Thinking aligned with brands that would be so seamless to implement into your brand strategy. The second part, after you've gathered this list or just really started to, maybe you don't even have to like think too much because you just know which ones you love, which ones are on the dream list. I recommend, if you don't already do this with the products that you're buying from these brands, posting on social media as if you literally have a partnership with them, sharing them in the captions, doing stories on the supplements or whatever the product is, and giving your whole feedback and why you love the products and showing your love for the brand. What this does is it already sparks their attention. So if you're going about this with a brand that you wish to collab with and they're a big company, or if you have wanted to reach out to them in the past, this is gonna do such good for both sides, where you can really capture their attention and they can say, wow, this girl Jess is always like using our products and her content is on point. She's literally doing such a good job. And you can even gather like DM screenshots of people. This happens all the time when you're posting about a product and other people who follow you are like, damn, maybe I need that product, and they ask you questions. It could be so cool to gather DMs of data that shows the brands like, wow, okay, people are really engaged with my stories, or even showing them what a cool thing that is like a fun tip that I really recommend doing is doing swipe ups at the end of your like series of talking on story about like the product, doing a swipe up so then they can swipe up to buy the product. And yes, maybe you don't have a partnership and that swipe up is just to their site to purchase the product. What you can do here is really showcase how much of a pull you have on your audience and how much influence you do have. So if you do have the swipe up feature, I must say, like if you have 10,000 followers and you have that swipe up and you use that and you can showcase, hey, I got 1,000 swipe ups or 500 swipe ups for me sharing about this health and wellness supplement at the end of my stories that I was talking about it. It will really show the brand that, hey, like maybe Jess is someone we should work with for our future campaigns, or maybe she's someone that we should actually consider to do a partnership with. And you might even expand their mind to influencer marketing if they don't even already use influencer marketing. But I will say that brands more than ever are open to that conversation, and you can even be the first one to show them like how much influence you truly have. So first tip off the bat, nurturing that relationship. So whether it is a brand that you always use, now showcase it on stories, share it in posts, share it in your story, talk about how much you love the product. Also show them love, make sure you're following the page, commenting, really knowing that community and being a loyal consumer, because that'll pay off when we get into the second phase of pitching and doing outreach. Cold or warm outreach, this will make that first outreach message kind of warm. If they are constantly like seeing you tag them in the story, when they go to that DM message where you did maybe your pitch in the next tip, they'll see, damn, she's like storied us every week, and they'll see different things. Or if you're just constantly supporting their brand, it'll be more warm and like you genuinely care, and you're not just doing this to monetize because you see all the influencers working with like Freshie. A lot of influencers work with Fresh for meals. So say you reach out to them, but you've never actually tried the product, or you don't even really know how the meal tastes. It doesn't seem as authentic and warm as if you just bought the product, supported it, actually genuinely loved it, and then are doing the outreach. I simply just sent a simple introductory little blurb that's like, hey,